That's Norman Myers out of Oklahoma City. Why so many competitors tonight from Oklahoma City? It's amazing. Talk about the format here tonight, Mike. What are these competitors going to be doing?
They'll start on the dirt part of the track, down the track, make a U over the cars, and finish with the finish line.
There's the big Kahuna. Again, Norman Myers out of Oklahoma City. Good shot of Norman there.
Fuel-injected big block Chevrolet sits underneath the hood of the big Kahuna. He's not a newcomer to this. He's been racing this truck for quite a while.
They're going side by side, and there on the other side of the track is Four Wheel Crazy. That's Rob Morris from Fort Worth, Texas.
Mark him tough. It's a supercharged Chevrolet motor, 800 plus horsepower, and it's a 1979 Toyota. Predator carburetors, automatic transmission, and it is a dynamite piece. Little Toyota against the big, long wheelbase of the big Kahuna.
Four Wheel Crazy, estimated value of $75,000. There's the Four Wheel Crazy. To the near side is the big Kahuna, and they're waiting for the green flag that has not dropped yet.
Putting them on the line and getting them all matched up, side-by-side action, so we find out in a hurry who's going to win this as we line them up and head them down 200 foot of track. And the countdown has started on the green light. It looks like the Kahuna gets out a little bit early. And the Kahuna is on the throttle, and he will go around the flag. So this is where the rear wheel steering comes into play. It's side by side right now. Four Wheel Crazy's got a little bit of a lead. Had to back out of it just a moment. He's up on the cars, flying through the air. Here comes the Kahuna.
Oh, man.
The throttle, and it is Four Wheel Crazy.
Oh, my. Oh, my. As the big Kahuna is stuck on the pile of Chryslers in the center of the auditorium. But Four Wheel Crazy, Mike, made its move on that turn. We have seen it time and again where these monster trucks, win it or lose it, when they make the turn, it was a nice tight turn for Four Wheel Crazy.
That's a little short wheelbase. Of course, the little Toyota truck is short. But look, here's the big Kahuna. They've torn the front drive shaft out of it, and the traction bars are hanging down. Now, how do you get a 15,000-pound truck off of a set of crushed cars? Well,
very carefully.
Very carefully, and we've got some equipment here tonight that can remove the big Kahuna from the crushed cars.
So give race one to Four Wheel Crazy and maybe say goodbye to the big Kahuna. All right, on the near side is Big Toe. That's Ray Perkowski from St. Louis, and he will go up against the modern-day outlaw Buster Guffey from Griffithville, Arkansas. There is the Outlaw, 86 Chevy S10, 454, big block engine.
Supercharged big block motor.
Oh, you've got to be supercharged when you're sitting on top of all that.
But on this side with the Big Toe, he's got a supercharged Ford motor, and it's neck and neck, but the Toe's got a little bit of a lead. The Toe has got the lead. Let's see if he can make the turn. Buster Guffey is running without planetaries. He's a little bit lighter, but it's a little harder on equipment. Let's see. The Toe is crooked when he hits the car. Straightens out at the last minute. This is going to go down to the finish line.
Oh, my.
Buster Guffey takes it off the side, and Big Toe. And Buster Guffey takes out the finish line on the far side.
Just barely for Big Toe, as Guffey made a nice turn around the flag, but Mike seemed to lose a little bit just before he hit the car.
Couldn't get the back of the truck straightened up. And I'll tell you what, Ray did a great job. He was in trouble coming up to the cars, but at the last minute hit the rear steering and made the adjustment. By the way, the Big Toe, the wrecker, is a fully working wrecker.
Well, it ought to be, because Perkowski in St. Louis owns his own towing company, Superior Towing. And you might as well go with the best if you got it. There it is, Big Toe. Here are, at the top of your screen, Bigfoot. That's from St. Louis, Missouri, the legendary Bigfoot. And Rebel's Revenge from Grand Rapids, Michigan is the other.
Ken Keeling driving Bigfoot, this particular Bigfoot truck. And the gentleman out of Grand Rapids is Bill Jones. The Chevrolet versus Ford. Of course, the 87 or Ford truck, supercharged big motor, and then a Chevrolet on this side. So it's a naturally aspirated Chevrolet against a supercharged Ford. The Rebel would like to make a name for himself, running Foot.
Now, Foot has had so many great drivers, and Keeling getting his turn tonight. He's 31 years old and has been involved in racing for 5 years.
Watch Kenny out of the hole. The Bigfoot covers him. He's got him covered about 2 trucks. Let's see if he can make a turn. Beautiful job.
Nice tight turn.
He's got a tight turn. He's got it.
He's got
easing around, and the Rebel's in trouble on the turn. Foot doesn't show any mercy.
Man.
off the cars, nails the throttle. We're home free
No
for
contest.
Bigfoot.
Rebel's Revenge could not make the turn. In fact, that looked like he was going to take out the tractor at center field, and now here he comes around to complete it, but it is all an exercise in futility as Bigfoot has won this heat and has won it hands down. The monsters continue to roll in just a moment when we come back from the Astrodome in Houston.
This ESPN
Astrodome and the monster truck competition continues. All right, the fourth heat. Bottom part of your screen. That is Larry Garville from Victoria, Texas in the Texas Stomper. And we'll go up against Dan Patrick from Kingston, Ohio in Samson 2. Samson 2, a 1989 Chevy Silverado, 513 engine.
This is only the third time for Dan Patrick to ever drive a monster truck. He's been driving funny cars and dragsters in the pulling world for quite some time. Don't watch that Texas Stomper. I tell you what, he's super tough truck. But don't count out Dan Patrick just because he's new at this game. He
Wide
made
turn.
some good
Big
passes.
oh.
The Stomper almost puts it over on its side. It's side by side when they hit the cars. The Stomper is in a little bit of trouble.
Man.
He noses down, pulls it out at the last minute. The Stomper still having trouble shutting it down, and he went in front of the Samson truck. Ooh!
I'll tell you, it looked like Garville was out to make a name for himself.
That is one of the most action-packed races I've ever seen in monster trucks.